In this video, I'm gonna show you how you can create an extremely minimalistic animation with a touch of futuristic look, and also we're gonna be using multiple colors so we can take that animation on the next level. So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna take you straight to Adobe After Effects. Alright, so we're back in the software. We're just gonna create a comp, which is gonna be a horizontal one. 1920 by 1080. I'm gonna hit OK. And actually I prepared only one image for this animation, which is this one. Pretty cool. Generated with DALL-E in ChatGPT. So the next thing I'm gonna do is definitely create a new camera. I'm gonna leave the preset like it is. I'm gonna hit OK, put it underneath the image, and we're gonna create a new null object. Let's parent the camera to the null, and we're gonna rename to cam control 1. I'm gonna select both, and we're gonna apply a different color. Let's turn on the 3D, and we're pretty much set. I'm just gonna scale up the image, and we're gonna start off by creating a new light. So this time we're gonna pick something like maybe bluish. Let's hit OK. Make sure you're in the spot and you can copy the settings. I'm gonna hit OK. And what we want to do with this is basically have that light hit the upper side of the image, somehow like that. Then we're gonna duplicate and we're gonna drag it lower. So basically we separate these two lights, and in the bottom one we're gonna have a different color. So for this, I'm gonna head over here and we're just gonna pick something like red is pretty cool. I'm gonna go with purple, but we'll figure it out later on if we need to make some adjustments. Let's hit OK. And then the next thing is going to the type tool, and we're just gonna type look ahead. Alright, I'm gonna recenter, turn on the 3D, and I'm gonna make sure that it's in front of the picture. Alright, so that's how it's looking. Then as for the text, I'm gonna make sure it's selected, and I'm gonna type in accept, and then we're gonna have accept slides, and we're just gonna simply turn it off. So that way it's not gonna be affected by any lights. Next thing I'm gonna do is add 4 color gradient to the text. It's already looking pretty cool. I'm gonna switch it back to one view, and let's just play around with the colors. Maybe as for the first one, we're gonna pick something like white. Let's hit OK. The second one could be kind of bluish, I guess. Let's hit OK. Also, something we would do is grab the rectangle tool and make sure this layer is selected, and we're simply gonna cut off the last part. But if we hit F, we're just gonna nicely feather it out. I could probably just adjust it a bit like that so it's not so affected. And then as for the text, I'm gonna add deep glow. Already looks very nice. I'm gonna add Gaussian blur to the image, and we kind of wanna make the text pop even more. So if the background is blurry, then it's just gonna draw more attention to the text. Okay, something in the range of 10-15 should be fine. Also, as for the image, I'm gonna add CC plastic effect, and it's already giving us a nice touch to the video. Alright, so now I think we're ready to create some sort of a movement. So I'm gonna hit P for cam control. I'm gonna keyframe position, move it forward, and we're just gonna move a bit backwards. So now from this position, I'm gonna scale up the image just like that, and that's what we have. I'm gonna select both of them. I'm gonna hit F9, go to the graph editor, and what we want to do is create a peak in the middle, just like that. So that's what we have. We're gonna wiggle the camera a little bit, so make sure your camera is set to 2 node. So now I'm gonna head over to transform, alt click the stopwatch for point of interest, and we're gonna type in wiggle 1,15. Alright, so it's making a lot of difference already. And as for the final touch, I'm definitely gonna add an animation to the text. So for this, I'm gonna type in MB, and let's go for something like maybe smooth up. Alright, makes a lot of difference already. And yeah, all we need to do is basically turn on the motion blur, and we got a beautiful minimalistic animation. And the best part about it is that you can play around with the spotlights. So let's go to one of them, and I'm gonna change it to red this time. Let's hit OK, OK again. And then as for the top one, I'm gonna go here, and we're just gonna change it to something like maybe green. Ooh, orange is looking pretty cool as well. I'm gonna go for this color. Let's hit OK, OK again. And if we go to the text, we can also change it here. So I'm just gonna try to do it. Ooh, I really like that. Actually, that color combo is pretty cool. And by the way, the thing that makes a lot of difference here in this animation is basically that CC plastic effect. So let me just turn it off and look at the difference. I don't know, it's just such a good touch to the scene. I'm gonna probably bring back the original colors. Yeah, I really like this. And as for the blurring in the image, I'm just gonna go down to maybe 9. So we got a pretty nice minimalistic animation. Less is more. And yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna wrap it up here, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.